Today, all we care about is winning. From the day we are born till our last breath, we are competing for something with someone. Imagine being deaf and blind in this competitive world. Is it still possible to achieve your dreams? Is it still possible to create a change? Yes, it is. And this has been proven to us by Helen Keller. Let's imbibe some pearls of wisdom from her. At mere 19 months, Helen was diagnosed with a disease that made her blind and deaf. This news sank the hearts of her parents. They couldn't believe that life could be so cruel. But Helen accepted her fate and decided to shape her life the way she saw fit. So, she started learning sign language to communicate with everyone. She was determined to prove that she was not different. But her attempts kept on failing. Disheartened by her failures, she understood she needed guidance. She needed someone who could not just teach her, but also understand her. And soon, her prayers were answered. They say every successful person had someone who held their hand in the cloudiest moments. And that person, for Helen, was her teacher, Sullivan. Helen later stated, "Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light." Anne was more than her mentor. She was her companion, and she was her friend. Soon, she was able to communicate with her family. For Helen and her parents, this was a dream come true. But little did they know, this was just the beginning of her legacy. Helen was now even more inspired to reach for the stars. She was keen to communicate with others. She wanted to do everything other kids her age did. She later stated, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." She wanted to study, but everyone, including Anne, feared it wouldn't be easy. What made it easier was her immense desire and the strength she carried within her. Soon, Helen and Anne traveled to New York so she could study with Sarah Fuller at the Horace Mann School for the Deaf. While her education was going perfectly, she knew there were fewer options that a person with disabilities pursues, and none of those options leads you to a college degree. She wanted to change that. But how could she? Apart from being deaf, blind, she was also a woman. In a day and age when women were told to cater to their children's needs and their husbands' desires, she dared to pursue even when the odds were against her. These tough times were testing her, and all she had with her was faith. She believed faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light. And soon, success followed. Helen made everyone proud. By graduating as a member of one of the most prestigious academic honor societies, Phi Beta Kappa, she became the first deaf-blind person to earn a bachelor's degree in arts. Her life was at its happiest. She wanted her achievement to inspire people because she believed that if she could do it, so could everyone. So to reach out to the masses, she started writing books, and the one that garnered the most love from the world was her autobiography, The Story of My Life. She wanted to make the world a better place. She believed life is an exciting business, and most exciting when it is lived for others. She started raising her voice against injustice and discrimination. She was part of many civil rights movements, which made her the people's favorite. She spoke and wrote extensively about women's voting rights. Later, she campaigned for women's rights to birth control. She also advocated for causes that opposed war and frequently discussed the effects of war in her speeches and writings. In 1915, she co-founded Helen Keller International. This is one of the many initiatives she took to prevent and treat the causes and effects of blindness and malnutrition. Later, Helen joined the newly established American Foundation for the Blind, a non-profit group in the United States, serving those who are blind or visually impaired. Thanks to the foundation, she had a platform to speak out for the needs of others who faced the same problems as hers. She believed, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. After years of dedicating her life to people in need, she left this world by making it a better place through her deeds. Death is no more than passing from one room into another. But there's a difference for me, because in that other room, I shall be able to see. You will have 1,000 reasons to give up, but only one is enough to get you going.